Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever you say. I hope you all are good and safe. Today in the class, as discussed yesterday, today in the weekend class, uh, in the first weekend class, I will be discussing ray optics and we will take questions from reflection portion basically. So we will discuss questions from reflection because of light falling on plane mirror or curved mirrors, that is concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay. So let's get started with the very first question. I will be giving you enough time to solve it. I just let me tell you, even if you have not studied ray optics in your school till now, then so nothing to worry about because these questions are very much simple in terms of what prior information you need to have to solve this question, right? Only thing is you need to do mathematics in a good way, and in some questions you need to be good with geometry that you have already studied in your class 9th and 10th. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Let's start with the question. Okay. So the very first question I'm going to present before you, and the very first question is this. And for this question, again, I'm giving you a good sum of time. Don't worry. I'm giving you 2 minutes of time. Okay. Solve this question. First, read the question carefully and then solve it, and let me know what answer you are getting. So take your time and do the question. Again, the only formula that you require to solve this question is what? Like the formula that you have learned in your class 10th. That is, what is the relation between object distance and image distance in case of mirror? What is that? In case of curved mirror, 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F, where F is the focal length, V is the image distance, U is the object distance. This is the only information you require to solve this question. Just apply mathematics and apply your reasoning ability and do solve it. Okay, take your time to it. And in case you're having any doubt in the question itself, you can text me there here on Zoom and also on YouTube. Okay. Hi Rahul, any doubt? I hope you all are doing it. Okay, no answers. Question is very easy. Please try. Rahul, chapter is not finished, but as we discussed earlier in weekend classes, we are supposed to discuss questions from chapters that has already been taught in your school or that was supposed to get taught in your school according to the curriculum. Okay, so Rahul, you were not in the class. That's fine. Like in my class, I started with ray optics. I have discussed plane mirror already done, and but weekend class follows the pattern of or follows the syllabus of those chapters which has already been taught in your school by your school teachers, right? So till now you all must have studied ray optics because it's November, it's October end almost. Even if you have not studied, as I said earlier, it's not an issue because you just need to have some basic formula to solve the question. And in this question answer discussion also, I will explain in detail topics. Okay, so nothing to worry about. राहुल, ये इस चैप्टर के क्वेश्चंस ट्रबलसम नहीं होते. ओनली थिंग इज, यू नो व्हाट, formulas are very simple. You just need to know what is magnification, what is image object distance relation. Application part is troublesome, right? And that is troublesome until you don't try a lot of questions. So it's my kind advice to all of you: if you want to really master ray optics, you need to solve as much question as you can, because theory is too easy, but when it comes to solving question, we actually fail to solve it. है ना? JMV, Bicep, what answers you're giving to me? One is 7B, 5. What is this? Rahul, difficult to understand. Okay, let me explain now. Question क्या है? देखो question को ध्यान से पढ़ते हैं. There is a short linear object of length B lie along the axis of a concave mirror of focal length F. तो एक काम करो, सबसे पहले draw a concave mirror. This is a concave mirror. Draw a principal axis. I have drawn it already here. Now, what you can see from here? अच्छा, Rahul, Janvi Mahir. So you are attending weekdays classes, Rahul? Isaac, good afternoon. अच्छा, JMB Visakhapatnam. Isaac, I can't say. Okay, ठीक है. Please continue. Okay, done. Chalo, now what we need to do, we need to solve the question. So there is a short linear object of length B, and this linear object is lying along the axis of a concave mirror. तो सबसे पहले आप क्या करो, ऑब्जेक्ट को इमेजिन करो. सो ऑब्जेक्ट इज लीनियर, इट्स लाइक दिस. इसको आप ऐसे भी रख सकते हो. ऑब्जेक्ट इज लीनियर and its length is how much? Its length is B, right? So its length is B. Now how we have to keep the object? एक काम करती हूँ, let me delete one. So this is the object of length how much? B. ठीक है. Now how this object is kept before the mirror? So it is given here. It is this object lie along the axis. So it is lying along the axis. It means object is kept something like this. It is not kept vertically. It is kept like this. So you need to understand the question. It is lying along the axis. So this like this. Its length is B. Okay. And its focal length is A, and distance U from the pole of the mirror. Done. And it is at a distance U from the pole of mirror. It means what? It means this end must be at a distance how much? This end must be at a distance U from the mirror. That is given in the question. The size of image is approximately equal to. So what will be the size of mirror? Approximately it is asking. Just focus again on the question. It is asking approximately what will be the length of object. अब आप ध्यान से देखो, one very simple thing or very childish thing that we can think here, or very childish approach or real approach. Childish said doesn't mean it is wrong. It's real approach. Can be what? जैसे देख लो, मैंने प्रीवियस क्लास में भी तुम लोगों को बताया था हाउ यू कैन determine the size of image if size of object is given. So what we need to do, if this object has two ends, one end is this, another end is this, है ना? So first end will have object distance of how much u, and another end will have object distance of how much u plus b. So what we will do, we can calculate image distance for one end, इसको A ले लो, B ले लो. So just find out the position of image of A. A is here, and find out the position of image of B. So if we know image position of A and image position of B, we can say what will be the length of AB, image of AB. Done. So that we can do, right? So we can solve and we can find it out. Another very easy approach is that, like here the size of image is getting asked approximately. So another thing we can do is, जैसे देखो, what is the equation of mirror? That is 1 by v plus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. Done. So how we can solve it? जैसे if there is a, let me make you understand it in a more clear way. Suppose kar lo, there is a concave mirror here, suppose, and there is a point object kept here at distance u. What will be its image distance? So you will simply write here 1 by v plus 1 by u equal to 1 by f, and you will put the value, you will get the answer. But if I'm telling you, suppose this point object is no longer a point object, its linear dimension is some very small linear dimension, that is suppose. Now what will be the length of image? That is dv is getting asked. So how we can calculate dv if du is given? So we can take help of differentiation, right? So यहाँ पे देखो, यही सारे लॉजिक्स को हमें धीरे धीरे करके क्वेश्चन से सीखना है. If you will start learning from questions, you will get comfortable with ray optics. ठीक है? So यहाँ पे देखो, do differentiation. Now if I'm going to differentiate it, what will be the value? 1 by v, जैसे एक काम करो, dv minus 1 by dv करोगे into dv, ठीक है? This we can do, plus du minus 1 du into du will be equal to how much? df minus 1 d. So differentiation you already know, right? So this way we can do it. Now dv minus 1 by dv कितना होगा? minus 1 by v square dv plus, sorry, minus जाएगा 1 by u square du, and this will become 0 because focal length used to be constant, so this is 0. Now what you can see here, dv will be equal to how much? v square by u ka square minus sin d. This is relation, right? So if you know du, you can calculate what? dv. Done. So if object distance, or if linear dimension of object is du, then linear dimension of image will be this, where u is what? U is your this u. Okay. Now I want you all to solve the question again by using this logic. So we can imagine approximately we have to calculate. So we can just assume that this b is very small, and we can put the value and get the answer. So now give me answer for this question. Do it now. Another 1 minute I'm giving you all. Screen is not clear. It is clear, but I can see on YouTube it's clear there. JNB, Pfizer. Okay, now okay. So let me know the answer. What I told you that du is equal to क्या आया था हमारा अभी अभी आया था ना. So what we got, if you remember, sorry, we got dv equal to minus v by u का square du. This thing we got, right? dv equal to v square by u square du. ठीक है. अब आप यहाँ पे देखो dv we need to calculate, length of image we need to calculate, length of object is given, right? Length of object is how much? B. So this value is given B. What will be the value of B by Q? That we need to see here. So यहाँ से अगर आप देखो, अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिखूं U से, अगर यहाँ पे मल्टी डिवाइड कर दूं हर जगह U, so what value we are going to get? U by U will become 1, and this is 1 plus U by V equal to U by F minus, sorry, U by F. So U by V will be equal to how much? U by F minus 1. So from here we can see U by V is equal to U minus F by F. So V by U will be equal to how much? V by U will be equal to F by U minus F का square करोगे into B. So this would be the correct answer. Done. How we can calculate it? You can see it now. Done. So that method also we can use. We can see its image distance, object distance for A is U. We can calculate image distance for A from the mirror equation. Again, object distance for B is U plus B, and image distance we can calculate for B. So if image of AB is something like this, so for suppose कर लो ये A dash आया, ये B dash आया, then you can tell that the image distance of A dash तुम्हें मिल चुका है, B dash भी you have calculated, so you can calculate the length of A dash B dash. ठीक है. Another approach is this. Done. Change in the linear length of du. Du change हुआ क्योंकि if object is not point offset, if it has dimension, it means its u is changing throughout the length. So that is why du can be taken as length of the, can be taken as equal to length of offset. Okay, that is why I considered this form. Okay, chalo. Is it clear? Any doubt? Then I will stop. Otherwise, we will move. So correct answer क्या आया हमारा? Correct answer will be your D, right? Any doubt? चलो ठीक है. Next question, let's move on to. So this is your next question. Again, this thing I have discussed in yesterday class. I hope you all will do it as soon as possible. Rahul, what's the doubt? So this is the question. Do it now. Take another 2 minutes. And this thing I discussed in yesterday's class. So I hope you will be able to do it. I don't know. Anyone who got the answer? You should have actually. Jayanti, Visakhapatnam. Okay, what problem you're facing actually? There are two plane mirrors, right? So there are two plane mirrors like this. Okay? Let's understand it for basic. So there are two plane mirrors and they are inclined at 70 degrees. They are inclined at 70 degrees. A ray incident on one mirror at an angle theta. So there is a ray incident at one angle. Okay? Ray incident on one mirror at an angle theta. It is said, right? Theta. So यहाँ पे normal बना लो. ये angle of incidence कितना है? This is given as theta, right? So this is given as theta. Now what will happen? After reflection, after first reflection from the first surface, it will hit the second surface, right? And on second surface, again it will suffer reflection, and this reflection will happen in such a way, according to the question, that after reflection, the ray will become parallel to the first mirror. So ray will get something like this. Okay? अब ऐसा है. Only thing you required to do in this question is to draw this diagram. Now question is solved. क्योंकि question is now of only geometry. Done. So question को ध्यान से पढ़ो. Two plane mirrors inclined at 70 degree. A ray incident on one mirror at an angle theta. After reflection falls on second mirror and is reflected from there parallel to the first mirror. Okay? The value of theta is. Now, if this line is parallel to this line, if this line is parallel to this line, then this angle will become 70 degree by correspondence angle. Okay? If there is a line like this and there are two parallel lines like this, if this angle is theta, this will also be theta, right? So this, if this is 70, this will be 70. Again, now come to this thing. Here, this is normal to the mirror. So this hole is how much? 90 degree. This normal will make 90 degree angle with the second mirror. Okay? And this angle is 70. So this angle will become how much? 20. And this is the angle of reflection for the second surface. So angle of incidence for second surface will be equal to 20 degree. So this is also, yes, that is correct. So this is 20, this is 20. And now consider this triangle. इसको O ले लो, इसको O dash ले लो, इसको P ले लो. So O dash P. Now consider this triangle. One angle is 40 degree. This angle will be equal to how much? Theta. And this is equal to how much? 90 degree. This is 90 degree. क्यों 90 होगा ये? क्योंकि this is a horizontal line and this is a vertical line. है ना? This line is parallel to this line and this line is perpendicular to this line. So this angle is going to be 90. So in triangle O dash P, sum of all three angles will be 180 degree, that is 40 degree plus theta plus 90 will be equal to how much? 180. So theta is going to be equal to how much? 180 minus 130, that is your 50 degree. So this is simple question of geometry, right? So in ray optics, you have to be very much confident in drawing things and then applying geometry. Okay? You can also solve it using formulas or whatever deviation thing that I discussed yesterday. But since weekdays classes, not everybody attend. So I will go to the explanation of that also. And suppose this is a mirror, okay? So if this is a mirror and light is falling on this mirror, done? Clear hai? So light, there is a light traveling like this. Suppose Karlo, if there is no mirror, this light will go straight in this direction. It won't deviate, right? But if there is a mirror, it will suffer reflection. And because of that reflection, this light will not travel straight like this. It will go on like this. So because of the presence of mirror, how much this light has deviated? That's the question now. So kitna deviation hai? If there were no mirror, light would go in this sense. Because of mirror, it is going in this sense. So deviation is this. This much in which direction? Clockwise direction. So this angle is theta, this angle is theta, angle of incidence. So this angle will become equal to how much? 180 minus 2. That is deviation suffered is equal to how much? डेविएशन सफर्ड का फॉर्मूला क्या बताया था कल क्लास में मैंने डेल्टा बताया था डेविएशन सफर्ड बाय एनी बिकॉज ऑफ लाइट फॉलिंग ऑन एनी मिरर इज equal to any mirror means plane mirror is equal to 180 minus 2i where I is what angle of incidence. So you can apply this formula also to solve the previous question. लेकिन वो लेंदी होगा वो करने की जरूरत नहीं है but I will show you here again. One more thing you need to remember, यहाँ पे single mirror नहीं है, double mirror. So if there is pair of mirrors like this, this is mirror. If light is falling on this and then getting reflected by this, so light is getting reflected by two mirrors. And if you are asked total deviation, so what you will do, you will calculate deviation by first mirror delta 1 ले लो and deviation by second mirror delta 2 ले लो. Delta 1 कैसे निकालोगे? For delta 1, you will see what is the angle of incidence for first mirror. And for delta 2, you will see what is the angle of incidence for second mirror. So delta 1 will become pi minus 2i1 and delta 2 will become equal to pi minus 2i2 and total deviation will become equal to delta 1 plus delta 2. So this will be 2 pi minus 2i1 plus i2. So this thing why I discuss because somewhere when you are stuck with geometry, you're not able to get the thing, you can plainly apply the formula. But again, for applying formula also you need to go into little bit of geometry, right? जैसे यहाँ पे देखो फर्स्ट सर्फेस के लिए एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस इज व्हाट थीटा. सो अगर मैं फॉर्मूला से लिखूं सो आई विल राइट डेल्टा 1 इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच दैट इज इक्वल टू पाई माइनस 2 थीटा and delta 2 will be equal to how much? Delta 2 will be equal to, for second surface, angle of incidence is 20 degree. So that is pi minus 40. So deviation will be delta 1 plus delta 2, that is 2 pi minus 2 theta plus 40. So we will add these two, right? So this is the deviation, but question is not solved, है ना? यहाँ पे question क्या था? This is becoming perpendicular, horizontal. After second reflection, it is becoming parallel to the first surface. It means here you need to see कि what is the deviation. अब देखो इसको तुम्हें extend करना पड़ेगा. So this is the final light, and this was the incident light. So from here you need to watch कि what is the deviation getting suffered by the light. So it is getting deviated by how much? It was initially in this direction, finally in this direction. So deviation is something of the sort. How much it's a deviation? It is this much. It is this much. So you need to again by geometry calculate this and equate it to this, then you will get theta. So don't need, so it's not required to go into that. Simply solve it with the geometry. But I have discussed formula also to apply in another questions where you need to. Okay, chalo. Now let's take another question. This is another question. Again, I'm giving you 2 minutes to solve it. Do think over questions. I have selected minimum questions. So 6 or 7 questions I have taken only. So that I can give you sufficient time. You can sit with question, you can draw things and you can apply whatever you know. क्योंकि ये questions काफी simple है. You don't need to know anything special from class 12 ray optics. ठीक है? And these are questions from your previous year. That is what. So let's do it now. Take 2 minutes, do it and let me know. KJNB Vishakhapatnam. Yes, correct. Very good. Others, please. Others, please let me know what answers you're getting. Not getting? What is the question given? देखो यहाँ पे values दिए हुए हैं ना, क्वेश्चन में values are given. So in the first question itself I discussed how you will calculate it. Approximation करना नहीं हमें simple values दिए हुए हैं, so go with the values. What are the things given here? There is a rod of length 20 cm. So आप एक ऐसा rod ले लो, इसका length कितना दिया हुआ है? That is given as 20 cm. ठीक है? Focal length is 10 centimeter in such a way that its end closer to the pole is 20 centimeter away from the mirror. So this end is at a distance of how much? 20 centimeter. I told you how you will calculate the length of image exactly. How we will calculate it? If this is A, this is B, then we can calculate image distance for A, image distance for B, and image of, suppose कर लो AB का image कुछ ऐसा है, suppose. So this is A dash, this is B. So image distance of A, if it is known, and image distance of B, if it is known, then what will be the image length? That will be equal to, if this is V dash and this is V double dash, then image distance, image length will be V dash minus V double dash. ठीक है? So let's calculate for A first. So A के लिए हमारे पास object distance क्या दिया हुआ है? That is 20 centimeter. ठीक है? So if we are going to calculate image distance of A, it will be equal to 1 by V minus 1 by 20. I will write equal to 1 by F, that is minus 10. Minus क्यों ले रही हूँ मैं? This is a concave mirror. In concave mirror, focal length क्या होगा? Ray of light falling on the mirror. After reflection, will cut a point on the principal axis called focus. So focus, if we will measure focus from pole, क्योंकि all measurements we do from pole, so this is in direction. In this direction, we are measuring focus. And incident light is in this direction. Sign convention you all must have studied in class 10. So sign convention tells what? Incident light direction is taken as positive. First thing. And second thing, we measure all distance from the pole. So if distance getting measured is opposite to the direction of incident light, that distance will be taken as negative, otherwise positive. So यहाँ पे object is also getting measured in this direction and focal length also in this direction. So both are negative. I've taken here. 1 by V will be equal to how much? 1 by 20 minus 1 by 10. So this will be equal to how much? This will be equal to minus 1 by 20. राइट एंड यहाँ पे ऐसे ही देखो ये निकालने की जरूरत नहीं थी क्योंकि फोकल लेंथ अगर 10 है देन सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर विल बी 20 सेंटीमीटर एंड इफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज एट सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर image will get formed at center of curvature itself. So image distance for A, so VA we got as 20 centimeter. ठीक है? Now let's do the same thing for B. B के लिए object distance is how much? 30 centimeter. So again, we will do the same thing. 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. So 1 by V is equal to 1 by 30 minus 1 by 10. इसको solve करने के लिए मैंने ऐसे किया. So this is minus 2 by 30. That is equal to minus 1 by 15. ठीक है? So VB is equal to how much? Minus 15. Yani ki minus sign means it is in this, getting measured in this direction. Okay. So absolute value of VB is 15 cm. Now A and B के बीच का distance कितना होगा? Image of A and B के बीच का distance कितना होगा? 20 minus 15. And that is equal to 5 cm. So it doesn't require any higher formula, just the basic formula with a little bit of more understanding. Okay. Chalo. So the correct answer is what? D. D था ना correct answer? Yeah. Chalo. Now, don't panic by looking कि this is a question of advance. This is a very simple question, easiest question that can come in your GL1. Okay. So that is why I've included it here. I want you all to read the question carefully and then solve. Take 2 minutes of time and do it. Even if you're not able to solve, it will add to your knowledge because you are trying. And initially in physics, we all need to try. And then only we all end up solving questions. This is how we start in physics and excel in physics, both. Anyone who got the answer? Okay, so let's learn the question actually, what the question is saying and what we need to find out, what things are given and what we need to calculate. There is a ray of light traveling in this direction. Okay, so incident light is in this direction. After reflection, it travels along this direction. So this is the direction along which light reflected is traveling. Okay. Angle of incidence we have to calculate. Just make it more simple. Suppose kar lo, this is a surface, and on this surface there is an incident light. We will draw a normal, and we will then draw a reflected light. So this is incident light, this is reflected light. Suppose kar lo, we have a vector in this direction, a unit vector in the direction of incident light. So we have unit vector in the direction of incident light, and we have unit vector in the direction of normal. So suppose कर लो इसको normal ले लो, इसको incident light I ले लो, और suppose कर लो we have unit vector along the direction of reflected light, इसको R से दिखा दी. Then so these three things we know, and we are asked कि what will be the angle between or angle of incidence. This is I, right? So now this is, don't you think this is a question of vector? There are two vectors given. This is vector I and vector n. Two vectors are given and we have to calculate angle between these two vectors. How we can do that? जैसे वेक्टर में हमने पढ़ा है, if this is a vector A and if this is a vector B, and if we have to calculate angle between these two vectors, suppose this angle between these two vectors is theta, then what we will do, if we are doing dot product, A dot B को क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग? Mod A mod B cos theta. So from here we can calculate theta, right? If we know vector A, vector B, we can calculate A dot B. And if vector A and B is known, their modulus also we can calculate, then we can easily calculate theta. So here, incident line vector is given. Unit vector in the direction of incident light is given. This is a unit vector, right? If you will calculate its magnitude, it will become equal to how much? 1. क्योंकि कोई भी वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड कैसे निकालते हैं? If vector is given as ai cap plus bj cap, then its magnitude will be equal to how much? A square plus b square root over. Okay, so if you are going to do that, for this you will get 2 as the magnitude, and this is divided by 2, so overall magnitude will become 1. So this is a unit vector. Now unit vector in this direction we already know. We need to find out unit vector along the normal, and then we will easily calculate incidence angle. So how we will see which direction is incident, which, like what will be the unit vector along the normal. कैसे देखेंगे? तो यहाँ पे देखो हमें दो वेक्टर दिया हुआ है, यूनिट वेक्टर अलोंग इंसिडेंट लाइट एंड यूनिट वेक्टर अलोंग रिफ्लेक्टेड. क्या डिफरेंस दिख रहा है दोनों में? अगर तुम ध्यान से देखो, चलो मैं फिर से इधर ड्रॉ करती हूँ. दिस इज इंसिडेंट लाइट. सो दिस इंसिडेंट लाइट, लेट्स ट्रीट इट एज अ वेक्टर. इट विल हैव टू कंपोनेंट, वन अलोंग दिस लाइन, ठीक है, इसको मैं आई लेती हूँ. सो आई एक्स कंपोनेंट विल बी दिस एंड आई वाई कंपोनेंट विल बी this. And reflection की बात करो, after reflection ray of light is traveling like this. So after reflection, that reflected light vector will also have two components. So इसको r vector बुला लो. इसका एक component इधर होगा rx और दूसरा component इधर होगा ry. यानी कि incident light और reflected light दोनों का ही x component is in same direction. Clearly, can you see Ix and Rx? Both are in this line. But you just focus on the component along the normal. If this line is a normal, then along this line, component of incident light is in downward direction and component of reflected light is in upward direction. So along the normal line, what will happen? Their y component will change. ठीक है, या और वन कंपोनेंट विल चेंज, विच एवर इज चेंजिंग विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ नॉर्मल. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आप ध्यान से देखो, फर्स्ट इंसिडेंट लाइट जो है उसका वेक्टर कैसे दिखाया गया है? आई प्लस रूट 3 जे कैप बाय 2. ये इंसिडेंट लाइट का यूनिट वेक्टर है. रिफ्लेक्टेड लाइट का यूनिट वेक्टर कैसे दिखाया गया है? आई माइनस रूट 3 जे कैप बाय 2, ऐसे दिखाया गया है. सो विच कंपोनेंट डायरेक्शन इज चेंजिंग? कौन से डायरेक्शन में चेंज कर रहा है? आई कैप में या जे कैप में? जे कैप का कंपोनेंट का डायरेक्शन चेंज हो रहा है. मैग्नीट्यूड इज रिमेनिंग सेम बिकॉज बोथ आर यूनिट वेक्टर. सो हियर इट इज प्लस एंड हियर इट इज नेगेटिव. इट मींस फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन and a line of normal is along y axis, is along j. ठीक है, is along j. So अब हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या हो गया, काफी सिंपल हो गया. क्वेश्चन ये हो गया कि now we have an incident light like this, and unit vector in the direction of incident light, that is I cap, is equal to 1 by 2 I cap plus root 3 j cap. ठीक है, and normal is along which line? Normal is along j cap direction. So we have to calculate incidence angle, यानी कि we have to calculate angle between these two vectors. We have find out the direction of normal. ठीक है, वो हमने कर लिया. अब हमें सिंपल थीटा निकालना है दोनों के बीच का एंगल. So how we will do that? We will use the concept of dot product. So do I dot n, I cap dot n cap will be equal to how much? It will be equal to I cap का modulus, n cap का modulus cos theta. ठीक है, I cap is how much? This is your 1 by 2 I cap plus root 3 j cap dot किससे करोगे? J cap से, equal to mod of I cap क्या होगा? 0, क्योंकि this is a unit vector, its modulus, sorry, 0 not 1, its modulus will be 1. N cap, this is also unit vector, magnitude is 1 cos theta. Now I dot j 0, j dot j 1. So here it will be root 3 by 2 cos theta. So theta will be equal to how much? 30 degrees. This is question, right? So question was very simple. अब देखो, अगर तुम लोगों को क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने का बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस होता है, just by looking at the incident ray and reflected ray, you can say कि along j cap there will be normal, and if along j cap there is a normal, we already know along which direction is our incident light. We can easily calculate angle between these two vectors, right? So that's sorted now. Over. So this is done. This was a good question, but very easy question. Now do this question. Take another 2 minutes. Question is very simple. You need to simply apply simple things. Jaldi se karke batao. So till now you all must have realized in ray optics you don't need to read much of a concept. You need to solve more of a questions. That is important. Okay? So do the question, do this question now and let me know. चलो इस क्वेश्चन में मैं तुम लोगों को थोड़ा हिंट देती हूँ. व्हाट इज गिवन हियर? देयर इज अ कनकेव मिरर, ठीक है, सॉरी कन्वेक्स मिरर है, डन. सो देयर इज अ कन्वेक्स मिरर. व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, so yes, there is a convex mirror like this. This side is silvered, right? And what is happening? Radius of curvature is given, that is focal length is equal to 10 meter. Okay? And its image is moving from 25 by 3 to 50 by 7 in 30 seconds. Okay? So image velocity you already can calculate, like initially it was at this distance, finally it is at this distance, and moving from here to here it has taken 30 seconds. So image velocity अगर लिखना हो तो क्या लिखोगे? Image velocity will be simply what? 50 by 7 minus 25 by 3 divided by 30. Okay? This is image velocity. But in the question we are asked object velocity. So you can just see if object is, image is at 25 by 3. So if V is 25 by 3, you can easily calculate what will be U. If image is at a distance of 50 by 7, what will be U? And suppose कर लो यहाँ पे U1 है, यहाँ पे U2 है. it is moving from U1 to U2 in how much time? 30 seconds. So you can easily calculate velocity U1 minus U2 by 30. Okay. So this is that simple here. Do it and let me know. Let me know what answers you're getting. Okay. Didn't get the answer. U1 कितना होगा? You just need to calculate, right? So this is a mirror form mirror. So 1 by V, just calculate first what? U1. So U1 कितना होगा तुम्हारा? U1 होगा. U1 निकालने निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं. So what is the mirror equation? 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. So what is this V? This V is already given, and that is equal to 25 by 3. So if this is a convex mirror, this is a convex mirror, then V should be taken as image will get formed from where to where between focus and pole, right? So incident light is in this direction, and focus will also be positive. है ना? Convex mirror तुम लोग जानते हो ना? Convex mirror will look like this. And if you are going to define focal length for convex mirror, incident light is this, and it will get reflected like this. So focus will be somewhere here. So focus we will measure along the line of incident light. So focus is positive. Image will also get formed. Image formed here is always virtual. So image will get formed in this side only. And that is why that will be also positive. So यहाँ पे आप क्या लिखोगे? 1 by V. V is how much? 25 by 3. So 3 by 25 plus 1 by U equal to how much? 1 by F is how much? F is given as what? F is given as 10 meter. So this is 10. 1 by U will be equal to how much? 1 by 10 minus 3 by 25. So make it 4, 4 and make it 10, 10. So 10 minus 12, that is your minus, minus 2 by 100. And so U is equal to minus 50. Okay? Initially. Finally, it will be what? Finally, V is your how much? V is your 50 by 7. Again, calculate it. So 7 by 50 plus 1 by U equal to 1 by 10. So if you're going to calculate 1 by U, 1 by 10 minus 7 by 50, again make it same. Denominator को मैं same कर रही हूँ so that calculation easy हो. And this will become equal to minus 4 by 100, and that is equal to how much? Minus 25. So initial object position is 50, final object position is 25. Difference is what? 2 meter. And velocity will be how much? 2 meter by 30. This meter per second, we have to convert it into kilometer per hour. So we can easily do it. ठीक है? 2 को क्या करोगे? मीटर है, 10 to the power minus 3 कर दो. 30 is a second, so convert it into what? 3600 something karo, and then you will get the answer, right? This is 30 seconds. This is meter, kilometer per hour mein we have to answer. So we can easily convert it and write. Okay. So this much we got, right? Answer is this. I hope we will get the answer. Even if you are not getting, in the next class, I will discuss it, okay? But we have solved it correctly till now. There may be some error in calculation, but I don't see as of now. Anyway, let's meet in the next class with more questions from this topic. Okay. I will discuss again more regarding what is the velocity of image if velocity of object is given, and what different sort of question may come in from this portion. And then we will discuss some questions from refraction happening upon plane surface. Okay, or through plane surface, you can say. Done. So you all stay safe, stay healthy, and join classes on time. Don't escape classes. That's all I can say. Bye bye. Take care.